Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, 2024, Things Converge. And that's exactly what's been happening all around the world. Things are converging, and it's all leading down to Yahweh Shai coming back. All these prophecies are lining up. Everything is happening according to what the Lord said will be happening in these last days. We got this major eclipse coming in April. And a lot of people, they might think it's just something to see, some spectacle, something, something just to stare at and feel good about. But that eclipse is a major, major sign from the Lord, Yahweh Shai. That eclipse means a lot. First of all, we had an eclipse back in August 21st, 2017. We had a major eclipse cut through Babylon the Great, aka America, cut all the way from the East Coast to the West, all the way through. Now, coming in April the 8th, you have another major eclipse about to cut through Babylon the Great. And when it cuts through, it's going to form an X. When you combine it with the eclipse from 2017, it's going to form an X. X marks the spot. See, the Lord is about to X this place out. That's exactly what's about to happen. This place is going to be destroyed ultimately by thermonuclear destruction. And from those lasers coming off the chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shai. This place is getting ready to be burnt with fire. And these eclipses, like I said, X marks the spot. That's the sign, a major sign from the Lord Yahweh Shai. From that first eclipse, like I mentioned in another lesson, a lot of major things started happening after that. It was more and more uproars of the people. It was more earthquakes. See, wars and rumors of wars really kicked up. You had more droughts. You had more floods. Everything was happening right after that. Everything just increased. Everything increased, moving all the way up till now. And now you have this major, major eclipse that's about to cut through Babylon the Great. And like I said, it's going to form an X. And there's no such thing as coincidence. See, man doesn't control the eclipses. I know they've been tinkering around with the weather and things like that, but they don't control the eclipses. They don't have nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, everything that's happening is controlled by the Lord, Yahweh Shai, even what these devils is doing. Now, I just came across this video clip, which, the people running this country and around the world, they know this is a major eclipse. So you got a lot of eyes going to be on this thing. A lot of people are going to be watching just for a spectacle, but they're making all types of preparations and telling people to get prepared. See, because no matter what, when that eclipse happens, even leading up to it, because these are continuing to ramp up. This is 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and things are converging, leading to Jacob's trouble. Just like the MOTB, the mark of the beast. We see everything is moving in place. They got the CBDCs, Central Digital Bank currencies set up in these different banks. They one press button away from activating that system. And they got the RFID C-hips ready to roll. A lot of countries have already started using it, like Sweden and Australia. And it's going to spread across the whole entire world. The MOTB is going to come out, it's going to spread across the whole entire world. which is the RFID C-hip, the thing that they want to put in your head or in your hand. See, you won't be able to buy or sell without it. That thing is getting ready to come out and become mandatory. And it has to, because of all of the things we're seeing happening war-wise. All of these nations like France and those countries over there in Europe, they're prepared, man. They've been getting prepared for war, not just a regular conventional war, but nuclear war. See, this third world war, this war is going to be nuclear. See? And so Babylon the Great, this place is getting ready to be taken out. And like I said, this eclipse coming in April, its X marks the spot. Now I'm going to roll this first video clip.
This is getting wild. The National Guard is going to be here now for the solar eclipse. This article today was released in an Oklahoma newspaper saying that they will have guardsmen present in McCurtain County for the solar eclipse. But things get much weirder. The 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit will be housed in Broken Bow, in addition to 110 to 150 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers. They're also urging residents to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event and to have full fuel tanks. They're also saying that it's likely that communication facilities could be overloaded, possibly making it difficult to make cell phone calls. Similar warnings are going out in different states, including Noblesville Fire Department in Texas. And apparently schools are canceled this day, and people are going on Twitter writing statements like this: something strange is definitely happening. My kids in 3 different schools all got notices that school will be closed that day. What do you know about this solar eclipse? As always, let me know what you think about all of this down below.
You see, people might not be taking this eclipse that serious. They just thinking it's a day where they can go out and put on they special solar glasses and go stare up at the sun. See, this is much more serious than that. See, they're talking about communications possibly going out. They're talking about you should stock up on food 2 to 3 weeks. They're talking about closing schools down. All of these different things that they're talking about, getting prepared. Prepare for what? You should prepare for anything. Because, hey, everything that's happening in the world today is just going to continue to increase and increase and increase in terms of all of the dangerous times that we're moving into. We're moving into the time of Jacob's trouble, a time on earth that there's never been, where it's going to be all types of death, destruction, chaos, you name it. It's feeling ready to go down. And a major part of that is going to happen in Babylon, right here in Babylon the Great. And people not going to be ready for it. It's going to be blackouts. See, all types of famine. People are going to be starving out here. People are going to be invading one another. It's just going to get more and more vicious. And as they say, when you don't have nothing to lose, you lose it. And that's what's about to happen. A lot of people are getting ready to lose it. And this eclipse right here is major. See, and we're watching this thing because this is a huge eclipse right here. See, Babylon the Great, this is the place that the Lord is going to completely wipe out. And make no mistake that first eclipse that happened about 7 years ago cut straight through Babylon the Great, and this second one in April the 8th is getting ready to cut through, forming that X. Now let me get this next video clip.
Anyone else besides me find this a little weird? All of the stuff that they are telling us to do when it comes to this eclipse. What do they know that we don't know? They're telling us to get groceries. They're telling us to stock up on essentials. They're telling us to have cash on hand just in case. So what exactly do they know that we don't know? That first photo that you seen was a news station in Arkansas. This one that you're seeing on screen is from a place in Ohio. So what exactly do they know is coming? What are they not telling us? This is some strange stuff indeed. You tell me what you think about all of this. They're even saying possible gas shortages. Very strange stuff is happening. Some strange things are definitely ahead. Be ready and be prepared because you never know what's coming next.
Jake, they've been telling you all along. They've been warning you, for example, about rolling blackouts. There's been many videos done from the brothers concerning famine. It's going to be all types of death and chaos happening right here in Babylon the Great and all over the world. And we see it's ramping up. All these different things concerning communication, fueling up your car, making sure you have weeks of food, school shutting down. All of these different things, a lot of these things, make no mistake about it, they've been planning this. They've been doing all these different tests, these different services and social media services have been going up and down. Communication just went out with AT&T and other cell companies. See, this is all in preparation for about what's about to happen. And a lot of Jakes, they ain't put it together yet. They ain't put it together. They don't understand. But this eclipse, this is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it's a major eclipse. Let me get this last video clip.
There is not a single person on this earth that has ever seen an event like we are going to see on April 8th of 2024. This is the path that it will take, and these are the times that you'll be able to see it. Totality is going to last about 4 minutes and 35 seconds in some places. Now, compared to the total solar eclipse that we had in 2017, that one lasted about 2 minutes and 43 seconds in some areas, so we're doubling that time this year. That's why it's something that no one has ever seen before. It's going to last for a long time compared to other total solar eclipses. The last one that was even close to this happened back in the 1800s. In a month, we are going to have 2 broods of cicadas come up from under the ground. Now, these 2 broods have not converged in over 200 years. And look at this map. See the light blue and the dark brown right there converging in Illinois? Yeah, that's the same spot where our 2 paths converge as well, Southern Illinois. So yeah, no one on Earth has ever seen an event like coming next month. We are going to have a total solar eclipse that lasts damn near 5 minutes in some areas, and then we're going to have millions of cicadas that have been underground for either 13 or 18 years, all coming up at the same time, and they have not done that in over 200 years. So if you are over 200 years old, DM me. But if not, no one on this earth has seen like what's coming on April 8th.
As you can see, this eclipse, like I said, this eclipse is coming. It's like none other. None other. Like she said, it's going to be almost double the amount of time of totality in certain areas than the one that happened in 2017. So the Lord's going to have this one double the time to where it's going to be completely blacked out in certain areas on this path right here, this path of totality. And she also was saying that these cicadas, see, there are different cicadas. Some of them are annual. They come out every year. And then you got the ones that come out every 13 years. They go down in the ground and they don't come out for 13 years. See? And then you got the ones that come out every 15 years. What she's saying is it's been over 220 years since they both came out at the same exact time. And they're going to come out in April. See, around the time of this eclipse, these circadias are going to come out all over the United States, but the two that come out every 13 and 15 years is going to come out simultaneously, and that hasn't happened in over 220 years. So make no mistake, this is no coincidence that this is happening. And these circadias are there is no louder insect than a circadia. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play the sound real quick that these things make. You hear them sometimes in the summer.
This is the loudest insect in the world. Cicadas are the loudest insects in the world, especially the African cicada, with a recorded sound of 107 decibels when measured at a distance of 20 inches or 50 centimeters away. That's almost as loud as a chainsaw at 110 decibels, which is loud enough to cause permanent hearing loss from close range. Only male cicadas can produce the loud call by using a special structure called timbal, a pair of which lies below each side of the abdominal region with rib-like cartilage that can be contracted and relaxed repeatedly. Most cicadas go through a life cycle that lasts 2 to 5 years, but some species have much longer cycle, such as the North American cicadas, which spend up to 17 years underground as nymphs, essentially hibernating, waiting for the perfect temperature before rising to the surface.
So as you can see, everything is made and controlled by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. People may say, oh, those just some bugs. What's the importance of that? Well, these things are made by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And these things go in the ground, like I said, some of them 13 years and some of them 15 years. Or was that 17 years? At any rate, these things stay underground for so long. And they're still alive, and then they come out and fly around. And they make that loud, loud sound. You hear it sometimes in the spring and in the summer, and you think of how annoying that is. Well, some news outlets are reporting it's going to be billions of them. Some are saying trillions of them. So the Lord is about to have these things create the loudest sound. See? It's going to be loud. And it's going to pale in comparison of what we leading into, which is that third world's war, which is going to be nuclear. See? And that's going to be the loudest, that this earth is ever going to be. And that's what's coming up. And see, these circadias is just a sign from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai about how loud Babylon the Great is getting ready to get. Now from there, I want to get this. Right here, you see this city right here is called Carbondale. Carbondale. This is exactly the middle or the single point where these two eclipses intersect. See, right there in the middle of the X is this city called Carbondale, Illinois. And the word carbon, it creates a 666. And that's no coincidence that this city is here, that these two eclipses are converging at this time, and that there's a city there called Carbondale, which is 666. See, an atom has 3 parts, and the carbon-12 contains 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. See, and there's no coincidence to this. So everything that we see happening, the Lord has already planned all of this. Everything these devils is doing, everything they planning, every move they make, everything we're doing, all of the prophets preaching the word, the lessons we come out with, the things we preach, everything is controlled by the Lord. The Lord is controlling both sides. He's controlling the left-hand side. He's controlling the right-hand side. He's controlling both sides. And this thing is getting ready to converge. See? Just like those two eclipses. Get ready to converge. Matter of fact, I think I got that word pulled up. Converge. Come together. tend to move towards one point or another, to come together to meet. Everything is meeting up. Everything, the two eclipses are about to meet. See, it's going to converge. The MOTB, all of the things have been set up. CBD system, the RFID hips. They already started with the palm readers. Everything is lining up and leading towards the MOTB coming out. And it's going to become mandatory. It's going to be a big famine. See, the Lord flooded out this place, the breadbasket of America, back in 2000, I believe, 17. It was floods, flooding out a lot of things. We know they've been burning down a lot of plants that create food, a lot of chicken farms, a lot of dead cattle. All of these things is leading towards that famine. It's converging. See, everything's going to happen. And if you ain't been watching, you ain't going to know where it came from. The famine of the word is coming. See, they already been passing laws. They're trying to pass laws in Canada. I forget the name of that bill. They're trying to pass a bill in Canada to basically make praying in public and reading the Bible in public against the law. All of those things are leading towards the famine of the word. Just as we see wars happening. See? You got Russia and Ukraine. You got the people over there in Israel bombing them people over there in Palestine. All of these things are happening because it's lining up ultimately with the Lord's word and his prophecies. Everything is leading towards an end. See, make no mistake about it. Those people over there in our land, those small hatters, they're going to be the ones, as the scriptures say, they're going to be the ones that pull Babylon the Great into that third world war. See, it says a little one, the small one shall draw them out. That's exactly what's about to happen. They're getting ready to draw Babylon the Great into that third world war. All of the pieces are being put in place. These different countries are aligning themselves. The 10 horns, which is NATO and the EU, they gonna turn and hate the whore and burn her with fire. All of these things is happening as we speak. Everything that the Lord said would happen according to prophecy is lining up perfectly. And we see these things happening. Now, from there, let's get some scriptures. Let's start out in the book of Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 14. This is Genesis chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, and God said, meaning in the Elohim, said that there should be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. See, the Lord created everything that we see through the Elohim. Yahweh Shai and the first fruits, the Elohim, were the ones that created everything we see. And he created the lights, see, the different lights up in the heavens to be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. It says, let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And Elohim made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, which is the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, which is the moon. And he made the stars also. It says, and the Elohim set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And the Most High, or the Elohim, saw that it was good. So the Lord created everything through the Elohim that we see, including the sun, the moon, and the stars. And what's happening with the eclipses? You have the moon. It's going to line up, and it's going to create a path of totality to where the sun is going to be blacked out during that path of totality, creating this eclipse that's about to happen on April the 8th. So everything is set up and controlled by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And like I said, this eclipse is coming. It's going to be major. Now let's get this next scripture. Let's get this in the book of Ecclesiasticus real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5 and 15. See, a lot of people might say, well, who cares about those bugs, those flying insects? That don't mean anything. Well, it means a lot if you understand how the Lord is doing this thing. It says, be not, Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything. It says, be not ignorant of anything. It says, in a great matter or small. And that's not a small matter. That eclipse is not a small matter. Everything that the Lord has happening, including those circadians coming out at the same time, that's no coincidence. People overlook those things and they don't understand the importance of it. They don't see that the Lord is visiting this place and he's doing what he said he's going to do. Everything is leading towards the end of Esau's wicked kingdom. So we at the end of this thing and all of the signs point to it. So as we see these things come out, the MOTB is getting ready to become mandatory. As we see these things happening, we get excited because the Lord is doing what he said he's going to do. We know it's going to get bad. See, the Lord, through much tribulation will we enter into the kingdom. So, we got to go through Jacob's trouble. That has to happen. That's prophecy. But for all of the things that we see is leading towards the end of this wicked kingdom and leading us closer and closer to being in the kingdom of heaven. Now from there, let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 1, chapter 18. Chapter 18 and verse 3 and verse 1. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, he that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world in the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. See, all things obey the will of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Everything we see happening, Esau making his moves, setting up. We know he's setting up for the MOTB. We know he's setting up for all the other wicked things he got planned. He's getting ready to bring hell on the saints. See, like as the scripture says, he knoweth that he had but a short time, so he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. All of these things are converging. Why? Because the Lord is controlling this thing. He's controlling the minds of these kings. All the moves that they're making in the world today, setting up for that third world war. That's all the power of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, it says, for he is the king of all, and by his power dividing the holy things among them from the profane. So the Lord is in full control of this thing. Full control. Only thing we need to do, continue to bring out these prophecies, continue to bring this word out, continue to study, pray, fast, continue to build up, get our faith built up. See, for what's about to happen. Because the Lord is going to do it. The Lord is doing it. We seeing it. Everything that he said will be happening is happening. Now let's get this in Jeremiah. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 13. Jeremiah 50 and 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it shall not be inhabited. Talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. It says, but it shall be wholly desolate. says, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Why? Because this place is getting ready to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction in that third world war. Verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon, aka America. Round about, says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And what do you think you see happening in the world? All of these countries who has nuclear capability, nuclear missiles and capability to shoot nuclear missiles, they're going to shoot them. They're going to be launched. They're going to be launched on each other, but most of them going to hit right here in Babylon the Great. Verse 15, shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are falling. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her as she has done. Do unto her. So all of the things that these devils have been doing, bombing and blasting all of these different countries all over the world, taking over, doing all kinds of wicked madness. Hey, everything and all of the things that they done to the Israelites. See, all of the tribes, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, all of the tribes been destroyed by what this devil has been doing all of these years. But he's getting ready to pay. See, these devils have not gotten away with anything. The Lord's just been saving them for last. So they're going to get out and do all of their wickedness this one last time. And then Yahweh Shai is going to come back, and then he's going to put an end to this place. Now let's close out here in 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And we'll start at the top. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night. And that's the way it's going to hit a lot of you jakes out there who don't want to heed this word, ain't been listening, ain't been tuned in, don't believe, don't care, not worried about it. They think this word is a joke. They think the prophets are a joke, but it's going to become very, very serious upon you real soon. And it's going to catch a lot of jakes and a lot of people like a thief in the night. It says that destruction that's coming. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as shall veil upon a woman with child, they shall not escape. That's how everything's going to happen. That famine is going to hit. See, when they say peace and safety, the famine of the word is going to hit. Jacob's trouble is going to hit. The MOTB going to come out. Oh, what to do? Should I take it? Should I not? There's going to be a lot of people out here not knowing what to do as we get closer and closer towards the end of this thing. And it says they shall not escape. See, ultimately, a lot of our people, 2/3 of our people are going to get destroyed. A lot of them in Jacob's trouble, and a lot of them going to be destroyed during the time of that Third World War and that thermonuclear destruction. And they're going to be burnt up. It says, be ye brethren. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should take you as a thief. It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's exactly what we all should continue to do, is watch and be sober. As the scriptures say, watch and pray. We got to watch. We're watching for everything that's happening. See, the MOTB is coming out. Jacob's trouble is ramping up. You got wars and rumors of wars. Countries are getting prepared. All of these prophecies are coming. Every last one of these prophecies are going to come to pass. As the Lord says in his scriptures, it says his word will not come back void. it shall accomplish what he sent it out to do. And that's exactly what's happening. Every single prophecy we seeing it come to pass. See, we getting excited. And this thing, like I said, this eclipse is going to be huge. This could very well be the year. See, because once the MOTB is implemented, these prophecies, all the rest of these prophecies are going to begin to roll, move much faster and faster. So, hey, bring it on, because we can't wait. See, we looking forward to Yahweh Shai coming back to crack them skies with the host of angels, destroy this wicked kingdom, and to deliver us. Hopefully, we are of the elect. We are of that number to be delivered. See, ultimately, we want to be delivered. We don't want to be down here getting destroyed in that thermonuclear destruction that a lot of people don't believe is going to happen. See, you talk to some people, they don't believe it's going to be a third world war. They think they're going to talk it out and be diplomatic, but they don't understand that these weapons are the Lord's weapons. See, these nuclear missiles are the Lord's weapons, the weapons of his indignation, the Lord's armory. He had them create these things. Why? For his purposes. So with that, I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been 2024. Things Converge. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.